The Celtics, they move on. They're going to wait the winner, right, of the Cavaliers and the Magic in a series that could start as early as Sunday. If they reach the East Finals, they would have whoever, right, comes out of the Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Sixers side of that whole bracket. You guys, we have the best person here to break all of this down with us. Not that y'all are not the best, you are. But we have a three-time
NBA
champion,
There you go.
the man who played the most seasons in the East, Udonis Haslem, making his NBA Today analyst debut. I know, right?
Most seasons.
UD, how's it going?
Yeah, that's a hell of a start.
Good, Malika. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. We're glad to have you here because, you know, he's been in these huddles recently. You have a view of this that nobody else does. Your Heat playing the Celtics the last couple of postseasons here, right? What do you see from this Celtics team that we have talked about as this is a finals or bust team?
I mean, definitely they're the best team in the East right now. But I think if you can have switchable matchups where you can take away that three-point line and flatten them out and make them play one-on-one basketball, you eliminate the threes with Hauser, you eliminate the threes with Pritchard, you try to eliminate the threes with White, even though he's creating off the dribble a little bit. If you can eliminate the three-point line, then you give yourself a chance to play basketball and win it in the end. But if they're knocking down threes the way they were knocking down threes against us, you don't have a chance.
So, do you think the Celtics, we've talked to them, Perk, you said before the playoffs, right, you wanted to see the Celtics get the brooms out in round one. They didn't. You said that they needed to be healthy, while Kristaps Porzingis is now out, right? So, UD, when you're looking at this, do you think that Boston is the clear cut, they are going to the NBA Finals, or do you see something standing in their way?
Well, first and foremost, Perk, healthy or not, it wasn't going to be no sweep, dog. You know better than that. Don't do that.
Hold on, UD.
Don't do that.
I rock with them goons from Dade County, but let me explain something to you. No Jimmy Butler, no Terry Rozier. Damn it, Celtics, you got to get your lick back. And in order to get your lick back, you supposed to sweep them people.
I hear you, but no Jimmy Butler, no Terry Rozier, but all heart. Never underestimate the heart of a champion player. You know how that go.
I mean,
never underestimate the heart of a champion, dog.
The only champion over there, man, is Eric Spoelstra right now because you retired.
Well,
Spoelstra Nostra.
We would never disrespect the great Eric Spoelstra, but that series, however it shook out, is now over and done with, and Boston is moving on. So do you see them now that this is just a sleigh ride into the East Finals, or do you see
not at all.
Oh, no. Okay, why?
Not at all. I think the one team that if they can get healthy could be Milwaukee. I think if Milwaukee can get healthy, I think they can definitely give them a push. I think their big three, if Giannis and Dame and Middleton can go out there and score some points, once again, you got switchable matchups. Maybe you play Giannis at some 5, you play Bobby Portis at some 5, you eliminate that Porzingis trigger, you flatten them boys out, and you make them guys play one-on-one basketball, and you live the results of Jason Tatum taking contested shots, Brown taking contested shots, and you live with that. And then once again, like I said, you let your stars be stars at the end of the game. I think the Milwaukee Bucks, if healthy, they got a chance.
First off, I went weeks on end covering playoff series where I didn't see Udonis Haslam smile. So I'm not used to this. I know I didn't see you smile either. When you played UD in the playoffs, neither you smiled for 3 weeks.
This is what we do here on NBA.
So I'm a little bit off. I'm not quite used to that. That smile I've never seen before. I think Boston, obviously, it's not good that Porzingis got hurt. But I never assume a sweep. I would never assume a sweep against the Miami Heat. And I have watched almost every second of this Magic and Cavs series. And while they are fighting and this series matters a lot to them, neither one of them are playing impressive basketball. And I think Boston, if they take care of business and avoid another injury, I think they're going to be able to handle their business in the next round. The only team that I think legitimately, because I don't know if Milwaukee's going to be able to get out of this series. I don't know what the health of these two stars are. I think if Philly was at full power, I'm sorry, Perk, I'm talking about Philly, not New York. If Philly was at full power with Embiid, at full MVP power, I would look at that. That's a series that won 7 last year with Boston. But I don't see that happening. So I think Boston is still in great shape.
But I have Boston headed all the way to the conference finals, obviously. And the only team I feel that could compete with them, I agree with UW. I think if Milwaukee gets healthy, again, we got a lot of ifs in here. But if they're able to get healthy, semi, and even pull out this game tonight and go back and win in Game 7, which I think they would if they win tonight, by the time they get to the conference finals, those guys should have their legs under them. Giannis, if anything, is getting some rest as well while all these guys are battling in these playoff series. they would be a problem in the conference finals. They're built for the playoffs. I know the regular season didn't pan out. I know they didn't work and all these different things, but you get those guys in a 7-game series and you got to beat Dame and Giannis 4 out of 7 times. It's not going to be easy.
I'm with y'all on all that, but the Celtics with me is still the same. It's either championship or bust. I don't care about them getting to the conference finals. This is the team that has had the best record, and again, I'm going to stand on this. It comes down to Kristaps Porzingis. Okay, is he going to be healthy for 4 7-game series? Right now, the answer has been no because he's injured, and I'm not throwing shade. But now, UD, I do got a question. Because I'm looking at the Heat now. Now you're on our side, okay? You're on the media side, so you got to be honest with me. All right? I'm looking at Jimmy Butler, who's probably 35 or what? What's up, Malika?
34.
Okay, who's going on 35? Okay.
This is about what you tweeted last night.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pull that up. I want to pull that up, Director Kathy, if we could, but keep going
what
first.
did he do?
She started trying to host.
Where are we going with this?
So,
guess where we going?
He tweeted that the Celtics.
Handled their business as expected. But the real, in all caps, question is, what's next for the Heat? Add someone? Question mark. Move on from Jimmy? I'm just saying. And the reason that I'm saying moving on from Jimmy is that when I look at Tyler Herro, when I look at James Jr., when I look at Bam, all of those all of those guys are young, right? Not even barely scratching the surface of their prime. Can Jimmy continue to be with this organization as a number 1 option to lead this team to winning the championship?
You're asking UD.
Yeah, I'm asking UD this.
All right.
I mean, who says he has to continue to be the number 1 option? I mean, as guys get a little bit older, you know what I'm saying, they move to the side and they let the young guys take over. Jimmy is still a great player. Jimmy can still take over the game, but Bam is getting better every single day. Tyler will continue to get better every single day. And one thing I know about that man upstairs, Riley, he live in this kind of thing and this kind of stuff. It's either winning or misery. And right now we miserable because we ain't winning. So he gonna figure something out.
Okay, now my follow-up question to that, and you gotta be honest, damn it.
Investigative journalist Perk.
Do you trust Tyler Herro and Bam to be able to take that leap? And when I say take that leap, be in the conversation. When you look at Tyler Herro, can he be in the conversation or elevate his game like a Tyrese Maxey or Jalen Brunson? Can he elevate his game and be in the conversation with the likes of Giannis and Anthony Davis? That's what I'm asking.
Bam definitely can, and Tyler definitely can, but I think for Tyler, his role, I think he's great as a 6-man. When he won 6-man of the year, I think that's a great role for Tyler. I think moving into the future, in today's NBA, you can still be 6-man, you can still get all your money, you can still get all-star, you can still do all that in today's NBA. So I think Tyler's role for us and the best role for him is to probably be a 6-man. That takes nothing away from what Tyler does as a basketball player. But for our chemistry, we're better. We got Duncan Robinson in the starting lineup, making plays, being that trigger for us and spraying and creating for other guys. Tyler can come off in that second group. He doesn't have to worry about getting guys involved. He can just play basketball, score, and be who he is.
So there's 3 guys this offseason that have interesting contract extension situations. Kevin Durant has 2 years left. He can add a year. Is that going to happen? We'll see. Joel Embiid, multiple years left. He can add some years. Is that going to happen? We'll see. Jimmy Butler, multiple years left, including a $52 million player option in 2 years. Is this the time for Jimmy Butler coming off this injury-plagued season to add a year? And if the answer is no to any of those, is there going to be an issue? And there's going to be a lot of eyes on Jimmy. Now, when we just saw something that happened with Drew Holiday, where Drew Holiday declined his player option, lowered his salary, and then extended it out with Boston. If Jimmy Butler was willing to do something like that, I think the Heat would be interested. If Jimmy Butler wants max money all the way there, I'm not sure the Heat are going to be interested in doing that. And if the answer is no, what's Jimmy going to do? Well, I'll say this about the Heat. The Heat were trying like crazy to get a star player last offseason. Definitely going after Damian Lillard. Didn't work out. They're still in the game. They still got draft picks in the kitty. They still play in Miami last time I checked. Watch out for them hunting for stars. Let's see who becomes available, and let's see what happens if Jimmy moves into that. And if Jimmy wants to leave, the Heat may have to move in another direction.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, pull up long range. Jimmy with the Heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA, I'm here,